is visible.
Okay.
It's absolutely visible now.
Yeah, thank you. So can anyone in the chat can tell me whether you can able to see my screen? Other participants, can you just confirm me? Okay, thank you. So well, so welcome guys. So this is the Azure second day workshop. So as you can see in my screen, so now it's the PowerPoint is like visible, right?
Yeah, it's all right now.
Okay, okay, it's fine. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's continue guys. So welcome to the second session for this Azure workshop. So like in this Azure workshop also I am diving into different fields also, like I am also giving training on full stack development, Microsoft Azure, Azure Devops and DevOps also, and all kind of roadmaps to all kind of technologies. So interview preparations and real time scenario based question and answer also I am giving you, and resume preparation also. So the last session who missed out, so just a brief, this is brief about me. So currently I'm working as the assistant vice president in Wells Fargo. So previously I was into the Azure Solution Architect. Then previously I was working on different domains like in airways domains, financial domain, the e-commerce domain, and in the life insurance domain. So this is about me. So this today's session is like mostly interactive session. I am not presenting only the slides. You guys need to ask so many questions, like what kind of doubts you have for this Azure certification path. Even I will tell you like why you should choose Azure, and like according to the LinkedIn or Naukri profile, so what kind of jobs are present right now for the freshers also. So we'll go one by one. Okay, so right now why Azure? So because Azure is controlled by Microsoft's Azure. Okay, so first Azure is giving us security, scalability, worldwide access. So you can host your app in the internet and in the Azure, and everyone can see the app with a low cost. This is hybrid capability and flexibility also. See, I'm telling you this growth rate of three cloud vendors. So as compared to Azure, AWS and GCP. So these three are most trending technology or trending cloud vendors nowadays. So you can see like in Azure, you can see 17.7 billion US dollar they are getting revenue. So it's more about 50% the revenue they are getting. AWS is like 13.5 billion and Google Cloud is very less, is like 4.05 billion. So you can compare like Azure, AWS and GCP. So why you should choose Azure? Because Azure market is very vast right now. And Azure also covering more than 120 region, means 120 countries they are covering. Next, those are some valuable Azure customers or these companies they are mostly using. So you can see the Center of Disease Control US. Those are government agencies. US government agencies they are using Azure. UK government agencies like National Health Service they are using Azure. HSBC Bank, Starbucks. So here you are drinking coffee. The Starbucks they are using also Azure to host their sites. HP, Renault, Mitsubishi Electric. These are the car companies, Renault and Mitsubishi Electric. So those companies they are using Azure to host their product or to host their sites. So previous session I told you regarding the service models like SaaS, PaaS and IaaS. So I prepared one slide where it's giving the particular applications like application services, mostly like being Windows Live, Office Live. Those are like infrastructure as a services. Okay, and platform as a services like SQL Azure, MySQL. I told you that day also I told you like those SQL, MySQL, those are platform as a service. Mostly the developer they are using. Okay, so you can go through the slides after this session also, and I already shared you in the Telegram link the last day session, like what is deployment models, what is cloud service model. So goes through one by one topics and you will understand. So if you have any doubts, you can feel free to ask me today. Now today is the main agenda, the Azure certifications. So on which certification you need to follow. Last session I briefly described you as Azure 900, that is Azure fundamentals, not the whole concept, only some concept I discussed about what is virtual machines, what is networking, all those concepts. But Azure is vast only, so like you need to focus on some particular services so that you will get good certification and good job. Okay, first that Azure 900 is the basic fundamental, right? Then after completing this certification is optional guys, so you don't need to like do any certification for the Azure 900, but you can do, it's your choice, it will add value to your resume, right? Then Azure 104, Azure 104 or Azure 204, you can take parallelly anyone. So if you want to go to the administration, like how to monitor, how to create a virtual machine, how to create virtual networking, so then Azure 104 is good for administration purposes. Azure 204 is only for the developers who wants to go into the development field, who wants to host your own applications. Like mostly the developer in the company, they are doing after Azure 900, they are doing Azure 204 certification. But those who are into the administrative field, after Azure 900, they are going into the Azure 104 certification. Next, after the completing this one is the most, like either Azure 104 or Azure 204. After that only you are eligible for Azure 303 or 304. Or after 5 years of experience in Azure in the real-time field, you can take certification or take exam for Azure 303 or 304. Azure 303 or 304 is a solution architect, okay, which I have completed those certification. Next is Azure 400. Azure 400 is the Azure Devops. Mostly how automated your applications, like some applications are automated, you don't need to do anything, so these are doing automatically. So these Azure 400 are like Azure DevOps process, development plus operations, those things it will be taken care by Azure 400 people. Yeah, see, this is a complete roadmap. If you want, like if you want to be a data scientist, if you want to be a data engineer or security professional or anything, you can do this kind of certification based on your priority, based on your criteria. Okay, so first I'll tell you this Azure 900 is fundamental only. Okay, so we discuss something like what is Azure virtual machine, what is networking. I'll show you what you need to know about the fundamentals. Then you can move to Azure administrator. So you can see Azure 104. Guys, you don't need to know heavy coding for this. Any non-coding background guy also can take part this Azure certification and can clear easily. Only you need to focus some concepts. That's it. See, this is the fundamental level certification. Okay, Azure 900. Then it comes to the associate level. So step by step. Associate level, those are Azure 104, developer Azure 204, or AI engineer, artificial intelligence engineer. These are A1 100. But this is like advanced certification. Only you need to focus any one of these two, either Azure 104 or Azure 204. Those who wants to go to the administrative field, only to manage the virtual machine, manage the networking, then you need to do the Azure 104 certification. Azure 204, those who are into a development field, like full stack development field, you are working professional in the development, then only you need to do certification Azure 204. Next comes to the expert level. See, so this is jumping directly to the Azure Solution Architect Expert, that is Azure 303 and 304. Okay, so no need to do this one. Data scientist, data engineer, security, no need. Only Azure 900, either Azure 104, Azure 204, directly you can jump into the Solution Architect Expert. Trust me guys, there is huge opportunity in Azure right now, but there is shortage of employment, shortage of good candidate into the market. Trust me. Currently I'm working with the Wells Fargo. Now they are hiring so much this solution architect or any freshers also, like administrator level or developer level, and they are giving good amount of salary for this like Azure developer or administrator. No need to do the architect initially. Only this administrator developer, they are giving huge amount of salary. Next, DevOps engineer expert. I told you, if you want to perform some automation task, like directly you will host your code or you will push your code to the GitHub, then from the GitHub directly it automatically pull into the some CI/CD pipeline, like continuous integration or continuous deployment pipeline. It will directly move into the different stages like development, like UAT stage or production stage. Then you can, after the production, you can see the live application. So it will be doing, it will not be doing by manually. Not any manual intervention is required. Everything is doing automatically. This DevOps engineer. Only some amount of code you require, like PowerShell code or some YAML file. YAML file is like a markup language file, like an XML. Same is like YAML. YAML is yet another markup language. You need to just know about only little bit of YAML. That's it, and you are good to go for the DevOps engineer expert. Okay. Next, after Azure 104, if you want to go to the security field, like you want to do application security to your applications, you can do Azure 500 certification. See guys, see the arrow mark. Azure 900, then administrator or developer, directly you can jump into the solution architect expert or DevOps engineer expert. Next, after administrative certification, you can, only the administrator guy can do security Azure 500, not required for developer. Okay. Then after that you can jump into the solution architect expert. So this is the ultimate thing. Solution architect is the ultimate certification. Azure 303 is the designing, 304 is the implementation of the Azure. Okay. Then after solution architect, if you want to work on SAP workloads, then you can do the certification, but as of now it's not required. Only if you can achieve till this solution architect expert, believe me guys, you will get huge amount of opportunity. Right now I'll show you how many openings till now and how much salary you will get after getting the certification. Okay. Next is the AI engineer who wants to go into the machine learning field or artificial intelligence field or into the data scientist field. Then he must do AI engineer. This is AI 100. If you want to go to the data scientist field, then a DP 100. Data engineers like Hadoop, big data, those kind of technology, those people who are using, if they want to host their applications or host their data into the cloud, mostly like big data people, they can go to the data engineer, that is DP 200 and 201. Guys, I'll share the link where you can like directly register for the certification based on your criteria, based on your selection, like whether you want to go to the administrator or developer. So already I have those links into the resource section. I'll share it with you. Next, who wants to be a IoT developer, like Internet of Things? Nowadays most of the applications like your, suppose your fridge, like it's a fridge is like IoT device. Nowadays they are not doing any manual intervention required. So automatically from your mobile Wi-Fi, you can switch on, switch off your like refrigerator, or in the big mall, how they are like manipulating the temperature using this IoT device only. So IoT is a vast field also using this AI technology, machine learning fields. So those are vast field. You can do this certification for this IoT developer. This is not required guys right now. Virtual Windows desktop. This is outdated as of now, but you can use that one as at 140. But it is not make like any kind of things to add value to your resume. Only guys focus on right now as at 900, which is fundamentals. Then next is the administrator or developer. Next go to the solution architect. These or and DevOps. These two, these two, and this one. Total five certification. You can add value to your resume and your career. Okay. So this is the same thing like based on the role based. This is the updated one. Like same thing for Azure 300. Like I told you, solution. You can see guys this one. This is like less visible to you because it's small letter. I think this one. I'll share it with you guys. But the same thing. Like this one I told you is the same thing, but it's a elaborated way. Okay. Same Azure 900. Then next go to the Azure 204. This is the Azure Developer. Now, then you can directly jump into the Azure 400, which is the DevOps field. See, you can DevOps field, or you can after Azure 900 you go to the Azure 104. This is Azure Administrator. Either one, Azure 204 or 104. Don't go two. Don't confuse yourself. Okay. Then next Azure 400, that is DevOps. Then 900, after 500 I told you only the administrative guy can go to the security, not the developer guy, right? Next Azure 900. See guys, Azure 900 is showing optional only. You can take up your exam, it's add your value, otherwise else you can skip it. Only you just know to know the fundamentals, that's okay. After knowing the fundamentals, you can directly jump into the Azure 104 or Azure 204. Okay, so after 104, 204, you will work on a real-time basis or will do one project. There is various project in the Azure. We can do that one. So after the project, if you are okay with your project and okay with your knowledge, then you can directly jump into the Azure 303 or 304. Same for data scientist people or big data people's DP 900. After that DP 200, 201, AI 900, AI 101 for artificial intelligence people, and the data scientist people also same. So you can go through these slides later. Okay. So those are not, these are advanced certification path. Only you need to focus basic parts right now. Azure 900, Azure 104, Azure 204, Azure 400, Azure 303 and 304. Okay, same thing, but is in elaborated way. Okay, so these are the Azure advanced certification like AI engineer, data scientist, solution architect and DevOps engineer. Those are advanced certification which will add more value to your resume. Okay. Next, after completion of the certification, you will get these kind of badges. Like for Azure 900, it will be showing from Microsoft only. You will get the certification signed by Satya Nadella right now. Azure Fundamentals. Next, Azure Developer Associate, Azure 204, Azure 104, Azure Administrator Associate, Azure 303 and 304 is Solution Architect, and for DevOps Engineer, Azure 400. Apart from that, there is also various like badges you will get after completing certification. Like suppose for AI fundamentals you completed, you will get this kind of badges. Okay, for identity and access administrator for security level, you will get this kind of badges. For security administrator, you will get this kind of badges. Okay, and solution architect, you will get solution architect expert. Those are associate level. This is the solution architect, the expert level, means you are expert in Azure. Next, the job roles and certification. based on your roles. Like suppose you want to go to the developer role, what kind of work you will do in the real-time basis? Mostly you will design, build, test and maintain solution using Microsoft technology or other technologies also. Like you can use Java, you can use .NET, you can use Python, you can use Ruby, Perl, anything you mention. Azure supporting all kind of technologies. Only only you need to design, build, test and maintain the solutions. Then administrator is responsible to implement, monitor and maintain solutions using various technologies. Like implement, monitor, maintain in the sense like they want to, suppose a developer wants to host an application in some virtual machine or virtual network. That virtual network will be created by a Azure administrator. Suppose you want to, like suppose you are doing some kind of transactions, those kind of log files, those will be created by administrator, but that will be maintained by the developer. Created by administrator and maintained by the developer. Architect mostly is the superior of the developer and administrator. Mostly they will design the solution, how the Azure architect should be designed in a like simple way or in a security way, so that like no suppose no third party attacks or vulnerability attack not happen. Okay, so mostly they will design the solution and they will control the developer and administrator. It's like your manager controlling junior developer or senior developer or administrator, like that only. Yeah, so next I told you like the Azure certification. After doing the Azure certification, how much salary you will get. You can see based on senior software engineer, cloud solution architect. I am giving you this link already. I'll show you in the browser already. Here this is, go to the pay scale. Any salary you want to comparison based on your like junior developer or senior developer or any kind of development field or administrative field or any kind of job, you can go to the pay scale and compare your salary. Okay, so based on like India, it's India salary only. See, senior software engineer is getting average of 9,58,376. Senior software engineer, but a cloud solution architect, it's getting 19 lakhs average. It's not the highest or lowest, it's average only. 19 lakhs, you can count it. 19 lakhs only. The software engineer 6 lakh 91,000. DevOps engineer is like 7 lakh 20,000. But a cloud solution architect, they can get 19 lakhs. Technical architect in the sense like if you are senior software engineer or you have more than 15-20 years of experience and you are comfortable in designing, implementing those solutions, those are getting 20 lakhs. So it's more than like 15 to 10 years. But in cloud solution architect, within 3 to 4 years you can get 19, above 19 lakhs. Okay, so senior software engineer or developer, based on your technology, like whether you will choose .NET or Java, Python, so it will be vary. But cloud solution architect is like common for everyone, it's 19 lakhs. So this is the pay scale, salary scale for the Microsoft Azure. Okay, then next go to the slides. The job opening for Azure certified. See, I took a screenshot today only. See, total 29,000 plus Azure jobs in India only, not in world. It's India only. 1,493 new jobs today only added in LinkedIn, according to the LinkedIn. I'll go to that link also. See, 29,000 plus Azure jobs in India in LinkedIn, according to the LinkedIn. According to the Monster India, it's 15,942 Azure jobs opening and vacancies in India only. So you can see like how the Azure is growing and how much shortage right now for a better Azure certified either administrator or developer or architect level. Even fresher can join easily with this Azure with no coding skill also, they can join. Yeah. So till now, any doubt, guys? You can ask me, or I will complete the slide, and after that you can ask. Let me see chat.
We had hands raised a few
Okay.
moments back. I don't remember, but maybe they will put forth their doubts at the end.
Okay, sure, sure. Let me complete the slide first, then we'll jump into the question there. Okay. Okay, so these are the Azure services. Like the Azure is supporting more than 200 plus services, but you don't need to like master in every services. Only you just know the basic of some services and you are good to go. Like for suppose for computer, you need to know about the virtual machine. Same virtual machine is like virtual machine scale sets, cloud services, this remote apps, Azure service fabric. Those are the based on the computer services. But you don't need to know everything. Only Azure virtual machine right now you know Azure virtual machine, Azure batch. That's enough. No need to jump into the like in depth. Next is the networking. What is virtual network? How we create the virtual network? How the network works? Only the basic fundamental we need to know. How to connect one network to another network. If suppose like from your office network to outside the internet, how you will like connect using the VPN gateway or any kind of suppose your app. Suppose for example Flipkart or Amazon app. You know some big billion days like their app is not like not crashed. Why? Due to the load balancer, because they are load balancing everything. Because in one machine they can suppose one machine can handle 100 requests. If the 100 requests completed, then the machine will crash and they need to buy another machine. But due to cloud, they don't need to do anything. They need to buy anything. Only just one click. They want another machine, just click on this in Azure portal. You will just click on you want a load balancer. It will automatically create 100 of virtual machine, 100 of computers, thousands of computers. Only whatever you are using, you need to pay the fee. Not you, your company is paying the fee. Okay, so suppose you are using suppose your applications, you design your applications and you want to host that application over the internet, over the public, over the cloud. Directly you can use Azure app service. You know the API, RESTful API. You can also host that RESTful API using Azure API management. Okay, Azure function is like it's a serverless computing power. You just try to uh, write some code, just run that one, and it will automatically create everything for you. This is very powerful Azure functions. Next, you don't need every services. Only need like computer, networking, this internet or mobile application. How you will host your mobile application or how you will host your like web application or desktop application into the cloud. Okay. Next, data and storage. So Azure storage, like suppose you are using MySQL or Microsoft SQL Server. So you are using PostgreSQL or Oracle. You are using Azure is the good practice. You don't need to install anything. Any server you don't need to install. See, for SQL Server, it is taking 10 GB of your space. But in Azure, if you want to host your data into the Azure, it will not take any space. Whatever you are using, you need to pay the fee. Just it. That's it. Okay. This analytics service mostly used in large enterprises, how they are performing the application, their applications, their apps, how those are performing, any kind of error, any kind of issue, those analytics service will help. Next, networking I told you. So a load balancer I told you, VPN gateway. Mostly if you want to connect some secure network, the VPN must. So how you will create a VPN and connect those things, so we'll see in the next advanced section. Okay, next is the identity management. Identity management is like suppose you are storing your user ID password, that's it. That one only identity management in a simple term. Azure Active Directory, if you create Azure account, then by default one Active Directory is created for you. Okay, so if you want to create other Active Directory, you can also create. And multi-factor authentication is there. Multi-factor authentication in the sense, like suppose one example I am giving you, while doing some transaction in the banking transaction, you are getting OTP, right? So those things known as multi-factor authentication. Okay, so next is the management services. Management services, like how you will monitor your app, whether the CPU utilization is fully, or any kind of error in your like CPU or GPU or any processor, there is any error. So we'll monitor those things and we can handle those kind of error so that your app or your services work seamlessly. Okay, productivity, you must have used this Office 365. This is the cloud Azure hosted environment like Office 365. This is hosted in the Azure only, Office 365. Okay, next is the for video rendering services, you can use Azure Media Services. And for security, Azure Key Vault in the sense you can store your like important passwords or important files, documents in a encrypted way. That is known as Key Vault. In Azure Security Center also you can like store it. Guys, those names are like huge, but this concept is very like what I can say. It's not complicated. It's very simple. Azure Virtual Machine. When we'll read about all those topics, now you will find amusing. No need to write any kind of code. Only click and only plug and play, like that only. Like only you need to click this button, and suddenly the virtual machine is created. If you want to create a network, only one click, the virtual machine, virtual network will be created. Only the click. No need to write any code. Next. Next, I have attached some kind of resource link. So this is my blog. I will update everything like the fundamentals of the Azure, Angular also, and like .NET technologies. So everything, mostly whatever I know the technology, I'll post into my blog. So just check out the blog. I'll share with you guys. Then Azure Service Chart, go to this one. So you will find out so how many services Azure support based on like compute or networking or monitor. So already everything is there. So I'll let me click on this one. See, this is the chart only. You will see, or suppose you click on the compute. For compute section, this app services, Azure Functions, Azure Quantum, these are there. For database, Cosmos DB, MySQL, PostgreSQL, Redis Sketch, so those are there. So only you need to, suppose you want to know about the Cosmos DB or database for MySQL, just click on this one. You will go to the next page. Learning modules, you will see the learning modules. This is a good resource. You will just find out whatever the Azure you want, Azure resource you want, you can find it here. This is the updated one. Okay. Next is the last session. I already 3D data center tour I already told you, right? So we just entered into the lobby, the data center, the networking field. So you can find the resources here. And this is the official link for Azure 900 exam. You can click on this one. You can directly jump into this official Microsoft. See this Microsoft Azure 900 Azure Fundamental Exam. You can check with like this one certiport or person view. It's 9900 US dollar. Based on your country you can select. See, Azure 900 is optional. Suppose you will select India. It's like 3696 Indian rupees for this exam. And for Azure 204 also, like suppose 4000, I think 4000 something is there for this exam. But this is optional, guys, but you should know the fundamentals. So, and syllabus is there. Download exam skill outline. If you click on this one, it will open a PDF what you need to read. So this capex, opex, those things are there. SAS, pass, IAS, those things it will be asked in the exam. Those things I already discussed in the next previous session. So how much percentage? Azure Services 50 to 20%. You will go through each this PDF. You will find your syllabus. Based on this syllabus, the exam question will be asked, right? Okay, so this is the official documentation for the Microsoft Azure. You will find lot of resources here, but don't skip one resource to another resources without knowing the first resources. Suppose in app services, if you click on the app services, I told you if you want to host your application into the Azure, you click on the app services. App services overview, plan, environmental overview. So there are so many documents. Okay, so that like actually I build a Excel sheet like timeline. So what you need to know and what is your progress. Okay, so this is the complete Azure suite. Like Azure 900, Azure 104, 204, 303, and 304. So all are included in this chart. So this is cloud computing intro. Capex, OPEX, I told you in the exam, like yeah, 1 second. In the exam, you can see the SaaS pass model, the capex, capital expenditure. Capital expenditure means how much your company projected for 1 year, or like total application expenditure. The operational expenditure is the sense like the maintenance services. How much for every year or every quarter, how much they are spending in your services. Those things are there. So it's already this. If you follow this this Excel sheet, this is like complete. It will give you a complete idea, like introduction in the service model, deployment model, capital expenditure, operational expenditure. If you click on this one, suppose you are doing you are reading right now, you can click on this one and it will be in process. It will change the color. Suppose you completed, you can click on this completed and it will be completed. It's green color. Right now, suppose you have a new concept, so it will be in new state. So fundamentals of Azure, what we will need to know about the fundamental of Azure. Last session I told you Azure regions, 3D tours, availability zones, what is subscription, what is ARM. So those things I told you. PowerShell Security Center we'll discuss later in the advanced section class. Next is the manage Azure identities and governance. Those are like I told you, like Active Directory, Azure AD. By default it will be created for you, but if you want to create any other directory, you can create, you can give access to other people also. So those are role based policies and security things. So this is the advanced topic. So guys, see this much topic. Suppose you want to know the virtual network, we'll go from simple scratch level, like what is a network, what is a virtual network, what is a WSL layer, how many layers are present, like 7 WSL layer, right? So we'll go one by one, everything will go from scratch. Okay, next is the Azure storage. Next, web apps, how you will host your apps using your SSL certification or HTTPS. SSL certification in the sense your application, your web application should not load using the HTTP protocol. It should be secure and secured way, like HTTPS. That's it. And authentication authorization, how you will give authentication authorization to your app. So you will see that one. Next is the managed data in Azure SQL database. We can see Azure SQL. Next is the web API, RESTful API, how you can host your API. Okay. Next is the API management, how you can manage. This is web job. This is advanced concept only. I'm telling you how you will monitor your apps. So those are everything in this Excel sheet. Everything is there. You need to know. and a project also. Lastly, I'll do hands-on project. It's a real-time project, how your how Amazon or Flipkart, they are hosted into the cloud, and how they are balancing in suppose 100 applications they are using right now, suddenly increase 1,000 of application. How you should balance your application so it will not crash. Okay, those things we'll discuss in the advanced section. If you are interested, any of you guys interested for this Azure, please feel free to ask in the Telegram group. I already created that group. That is an active group. You can ask any doubt, any question there. So I'll definitely help you out to achieve your goal, right? So next, it's already 8:50. So next step, I think you have lot of confusion in your mind. So which certification you need to do and what kind of role you want. So you can feel free to ask. So I think this is the end of slide. Yeah, you can connect with me Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram, or Telegram link. I already give you LinkedIn profile. I will share in this Telegram link. You can connect with me there also. Please feel free to ask any question. So I'm jumping into the section. Yeah, guys, sorry for last session. Actually, I think my internet, or I don't know, this Microsoft team, these things, you are not able to clear understand those things. I think my voice was not clear, and for that reason I'm sorry. If you want to clarify any doubts, you can ask me today also. You can ask in chat if you want. Guys, can they talk? I think Abhishek Das, Abhipsha Sao, they have raised hands. Ask it
From
here,
the
guys.
audience,
Yeah,
have
yeah.
any kind of queries, please put it in the chat box, or you can just simply unmute your mic to ask questions.
Guys, see, this one is a Azure certification transportation map. This is also a good map. You can jump based on your color. See, same. Like you can start with the Azure 900, AI 900, DP 900, and then you can move to 204 or 104 or 400, Azure 303, 304. This is also a good map. I'll share with you guys. iOS, like how difficult is Azure Azure 900 for a fresher? I told you, like Azure 900 is the fundamentals. Without any coding, without any writing any code, you can easily learn. Like within 5 to 6 days, if you give like a good amount of time, like 3 to 4 hours, you can learn within 5 days. And this is very basic only. Azure 900 is very basic. Best resource for Azure 900. How difficult is best resource for Azure 900? Where to study for Azure exam? Azure 900 exam is the best site. Is I already told you, like Microsoft documentation. But guys who are texting in the Telegram, please text it here also. Uh, Best resource is Microsoft official website, but you will be lost. Uh, you will be lost there because there is huge documentation. I'll share with you some good material so you can read Azure 900. So what to read in Azure 900 also, I have one document, topics. See, for Azure 900, this much topics you need to know. So course overview, cloud computing intro, these many topics, only the 39 topics. Only those are like very simple only. The basic things. These topics you need to read. What is the prerequisite for starting with Azure? There is no prerequisite. You can start from today onwards also. How long will it take to cover the topic? Which topic? Azure 900 or Azure 204 or 104? For Azure 900, I told you if you'll give like 3 to 4 hours daily within 5 days, 4 to 5 days you will complete. I completed Azure 900 within 2 days with working only. What is the difference between Azure 300 and 900? Azure 300 is the advanced version, like Azure 900 is the fundamental basic things. Azure 300 is the architect level. If you have worked on like mostly 4 to 5 years in Azure designing or developing or administrating, then only you need to go to the Azure 300. But as a fresher, I recommend you go with first Azure 900, then Azure 104 or 204. After you will jump into any kind of real-time work experience, then you will go to this Azure 303 certification. Do we need Git and GitHub for Azure? Not required. Git and GitHub is for code repository. It's a source code management. It's not required for Azure. Is Azure 900 is complete theoretical plus practical is there. Practical in the sense like in the Azure portal you will go and click. Just you will like a tour when you like install one application, there is showing some tour guide, right? Same like as a 900 also. It's a theoretical, 80% theoretical, mostly 70% theoretical, 30% practical in the sense like you will go to the Azure portal, just click on the what is Azure VM, how to create the Azure VM, what is virtual networking, how to create virtual networking, what is subnet, how will create the subnet. So those things is there. Only 20 to 30% is practical, but mostly in Azure 900 is theoretical. Azure 104 and 204, those are practical only.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Aditya speaking.
Yeah.
Sir, can you show the process for applying for certification on the official side?
Yeah. See. So click on this one. You will go to this official page, exam Azure 900. You will click on this one, schedule with person view or anything. But before that, you click on this India only. India. You just fill out your details. It is showing your dashboard. You just need to fill up your sign in details. Oh, sorry. Actually, this is my dummy profile. You can just log in using your Outlook or any mail ID which is registered in the with Azure only. There only you can apply.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir. So it is actually Abhishek Adas.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah. Tell me.
sir, it's like, sir, it is like, please, can you just like let me know the difference again between the administrator and the developer, and
Yeah.
why should not we do that data scientist or data engineer or the security like before that expert level?
Okay.
Like, please.
Okay. Yeah. See guys, so machine learning, those first I will tell you one question, like what you asked. First question, what is your first question?
Sir, it's like, what is the difference
Yeah.
between the administrator
Yeah, administrator and
and
developer. First, let me answer this
yes.
question. Yeah, the administrator mostly like suppose in your lab, in your office, sorry, college lab, there is an administrator, right? You are suppose you are the developer, you are writing your code, you are pushing your code to the GitHub or TFS or any kind of source code management system. You are designing an application, right? The administrator guys, they are not writing any code, they are designing the networking system, they are doing any kind of maintenance. Those things are administrator level. So for Azure also same. Azure guys, Azure, whoever the Azure administrator or AZ104 certified, they will create network, they will create a virtual machine, they will give a provision to you so that you can run your code, so that you can host your code as a developer. So that is the difference. Got it?
Okay. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. What is the next
Sir.
question?
Yes, sir. Sir.
Data scientist. Yeah.
I actually want to pursue my career in a technology like architect. So what exactly I have to do?
Yeah. Architect. See, for architect, normally the company, they will not take a fresher as architect. Mostly you need to have at least 9 to 10 years of experience as an architect, like as a developer or administrator. Then only you are eligible for architect, right? So for that reason, I am telling you, like at least gain some experience in the real time company or any kind of startup or MNC. Just ask your manager or any superior if there is any Azure like work is there or cloud work there. So give me that work.
Okay.
You just work on that one, gain some experience, then only you will do Azure certification, because Azure Solution Architect is the higher level. You can't
Yes.
understand easily,
Yeah. Exactly. Yes, sir.
you
Yeah.
will be
I got.
lost. Yeah, so that reason first you need to gain experience. If you can gain experience within 1 year or within 2 year, within 6 months, that is fine. You can go with the Azure 303 or 304 certification. So there is no criteria like you must have like 4 to 5 year experience. There is no criteria like that. You can
Okay.
go direct. I after Azure 900 also you can directly jump into the Azure 303, but there is no value.
Okay. And sir, why should not we do this data scientist, data engineer, and security like
See,
before the expert level?
yeah, before the export level, I'm telling you because honestly, I'm telling you right now, if you do data science or ML machine learning engineer, anything you can do as a fresher, they'll not take you as a machine learning engineer. They'll take you as a data analyst. There you will
Yes.
work on Excel, Tableau, those things you will work. So there is no value right now, because see, the senior level, they are sitting there, they'll not give you a pressure like see, there is huge billion of amounts they are spending. So why they will risk their amount for you? No, right? You can
Yes.
work a simple thing. You can work simple thing in machine learning, data scientist. You can work on that one. For that reason, I told you, because first gain some knowledge, then jump into the next field. Go step by step. Don't directly jump into the
Yes,
like the
absolutely.
river or pond or ocean without knowing any swimming. So that's the reason I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
It was actually amazing talking with you. And so, please, like, would you like to send the entire PPT,
Yeah, yeah.
in our mail, because uh,
I'll share in the
like
Telegram
chat
group.
box is not actually working very properly. So please.
Yeah, yeah. In the Telegram section, I created one Telegram group, right? So you joined there.
Yes, I got it.
Yeah, there only I'll post everything, every resources, whatever I showed you over here, I'll post there.
Sir, thank you so much, sir. Thank you
Yeah,
so much for
yeah.
this
Welcome.
conversation.
Anyone? Guys, make it interactive. You can ask Phil any question.
There are some fresh questions in the
Okay.
chat right
Chat.
now.
Okay, okay. Let me see. Do he have any guide for the practical part of Azure 900? Practical part, I told you, like Azure portal, I showed you last session, right? In that portal only you need to click on what is virtual machine. You need to go through those portals, what kind of services are present. So mostly theoretical part for Azure 900. No need to focus on practical part for Azure 900 especially. So basically it is only plug and play. We does not we need any coding. No coding. Some actually we don't need any kind of coding. Honestly, if coding required, only small amount of coding required for PowerShell. You know the Linux. You know, like little bit amount of coding is required. Not coding like for Java coding, or you don't need to write any class or any kind of object. You don't need to write anything. Only some I told you some YAML file for Azure Devops. Suppose YAML file in the sense like automatic those things. So those are like already is implemented. Only you just need to copy and paste those codes, those things only. Honestly, no code required for this one. This is a plug and play, pure plug and play for Azure. Whether you will go with Azure, AWS, or GCP, those are only the cloud is only the plug and play. That's it. Can you send the Telegram? Okay. Okay. Guys, yeah,
sir,
tell me.
I
Yeah.
actually have like sir, another one doubt.
Yeah, tell ask me.
Yes, sir, actually, sir, uh, if if
Mhm.
we have a bit of knowledge on Python, like,
Okay.
is that gonna be helpful for this, or like we
No,
just like need to
whether you are a Java developer, Python developer, .NET developer, these are not going to help anything, because those are irrespective of any coding standards, irrespective of any technology. This is common only. Azure, AWS, GCP, this cloud are common for everyone.
Okay, sir. Okay, okay. Answer. Answer. Please, I would even like if you like conduct a session on the like on that AWS also, sir. Sir. So please go
Okay, sure,
on with
sure,
this.
sure. Definitely, if most of the guys they will agree, then I will conduct another AWS section.
Yes, so please do.
I have done actually AWS and Azure both certification, but don't ask me GCP because I have not done any GCP certification, and GCP is
Okay.
not required because Azure and AWS both are leading into the market now. Azure. Okay.
Okay. Answer. It is like an end. Is answer. It is like an entire paid course, right? That we have to pay things out for this.
For this workshop, actually, this is free. I conducted freely, and
Okay.
after this, any advanced course like I will teach you from scratch. Like I showed you this Excel sheet now, so I'll teach you everything with the practical. Like I'll show you how we'll design and implement all those things like complex project. I'll show you that one also with the minimum fare. Like you need to pay. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
See, this is the Azure Architect. This kind of scenario we are designing. Ecosystem like your application, how will connect those things, because I am giving you the complete free lab session. You can use my like this one credentials. See this kind of things, web app, mobile app, how you can host your app. You learn a lot of technology here,
Okay.
not only the Azure and AWS. I will teach you if you want to jump into the development field or machine learning field also. Like we'll conduct session. If you guys are interested to learn, I am happy to teach you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sure.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Any more question?
So we will be continuing the event for 5 more minutes. So if anybody
Yeah,
is having any kind of query, you can put it in
no
the chat
problem. No
box, or you
problem.
can just unmute your mics.
No problem. You can ask. I'm giving you 10 minutes, 10 more minutes. You can ask any question. Guys, learn this new technology. Don't jump into the same Java, .NET, Python. Don't rush into those fields. Seriously, there is a lot of competition is there in the market, and the less opportunity is there because for one Python or one Java develop like opening, there will be 100 of guys are there standing like in front of you. So don't rush into the field which already matured. Jump into the new field. This is cloud now. This era, after this COVID era, this cloud, this Azure, AWS, these are long back course, like 15 to 10 years back they already developed, but now these fields are emerging. Why? Due to this post COVID era, now all are hosted into the cloud. So all applications, like whether it's a banking, whether it is a college, whether it is a school, all are moving to the cloud because all are wants to work into the like home only. So for that reason, cloud now it's emerging into the market. So just rush into this one right now. This Azure or AWS. Don't go with GCP. I am not recommending you GCP because the GCP market is very low. And as a fresher, I recommend you go one coding part like .NET or Java or Python. Any code you know is fine. Then Angular. If you want to go to the full stack development part. So next session we'll discuss that thing also, like on which field you want to go. So the next session will be more interactive also. You can ask any question. Guys, ask me. Guys, you have time. You can learn everything after like joining any campus like this one office, real time office. You will not get time.
Sir, actually, I just want to ask another one question. So please,
Yeah.
can I?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir. If uh, if we actually want to pursue like this exact thing in our career as of now, sir,
Yeah.
like will this Azure fundamentals, like sir, that AZ 900 and the Azure administrator or the developer, like sir, will that be only okay, sir? Like if I get
Yeah,
some time not
that
to work, like sir,
that
will that
is
be
more than, that is not okay. That is more than okay.
okay, sir? Thank you so
Yeah,
much for this.
that is not okay because as a like when I started, right, this as a 900 they will not, after knowing as a 900 no one will pick you. Only the freshers they will ask you something, then that is fine. But as a 204 certification or as a 10 certification will add value to your resume. They will give huge amount of salary also.
Okay, sir.
Guys, ask any question or you can chat it here. You can send here also. Let me open Telegram. Someone I think asked. Chat is open. No problem. Yeah, thank you, Samya. Anyone? Guys, don't sit silent.
And sir, actually, how many time it is gonna take, like, to complete this exact
Yeah.
two courses, like the Azure
See,
fundamentals and
as you
like that.
I told you, like it will take hardly 4 to 5 days, right? But in as at 104 or 204, it will take hardly 1 month.
Okay, sir.
So within 1.5 months, you will complete with practical. So everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
And sir, like about the projects, like where
Like
exactly we have to find it and do.
for Azure project, like suppose you build one applications, like one development application. I have most of the application, like suppose I will design one application, like web application. It's like a transaction application. Suppose I'm giving you one example. Like that only you can design any kind of application, whether it is in UI part like in Angular or in a jQuery or anything you can create. And backend you can Java or .NET you can use, or Python you can use. Those service, those applications, so fully functional application will host into the Azure and Azure Devops. Azure Devops also I will teach you if you want to learn that automated process, how you don't need to host your applications like directly, like there is no manual intervention required. Automatic process you want, then Azure 400 I will teach you with this Azure 204 or 104.
Okay, sir.
Yep.
Works.
Can you show the process of apply for certification on official site? Okay. Okay, so you can write here Azure 900 Microsoft exam. Directly you will jump here. So see the first link is here. This is the official link. Again, I am sending you. Here you will click on this one or this one. For student or instructor, click on this one, schedule with the certipot. And for if you want to pay anything, you don't need to, you don't require any kind of like what is this called, discounts. Then you will go with this person view. Okay, if you click on the certipot, I think for your yeah, you need to upload your automatically detect my location, city, those things, from which kind of program version, and you will click on based on your like college mail ID. I think this will verify. In the authorized testing center, you will go and give the exam. If you want a seat in your house, you can click on this schedule with person view. You can give the exam with webcam enabled. Okay. Any doubt, Aditya? It's clear now, or you want any clarification? See, same like Azure 204, Azure 104. Before clicking on these links, you just need to click on India. Okay. Okay. Cool. Any more doubts? Or else then?
Sir, when we are actually about to start this course?
Actually, I need some of guys confirmation, because in Telegram, like whoever interested, just please ping me there. At least I need 10 people, because it will be interactive, because I'm not like, even I am a working professional guy. I'm working like till 7 or 8 o'clock. I'm working.
Okay.
So if you really interested, we'll do a morning session, in the evening session or night session also, like we'll sit and we'll work together. At least I need 10 people. If 10 people are interested, we'll do like from the scratch till Azure. I will teach you Azure 900, Azure 104, 204, Azure 400. These 4 things I'll teach you with minimal price. You just send me the like whoever the interested, send me the Telegram. Definitely. And outside, how much the course fee? It's like already 50,000, 40,000. Even I already did the course. 50,000. 1 lakh. Those people, those they are paying with minimal price. Like I know you are students. Even I know you, I'll teach you everything. They are not teaching everything also. I'll teach you everything. So just whoever interested, just send me in the Telegram, in the group only, not send individually, because I can track everything like in individual chat. Just send me in the group. You are interested to learn next advanced topics. So those people, I'll make a new group. Okay. So we'll discuss there and we'll share our things. And anytime, whatever you support, whatever you require, any kind of like career path advance, like topics, you feel free to ask me in the Telegram group. That is active group. That is free to everyone. Okay. I'm not charging anything to answer your question, guys. Okay. I'm giving you extra 10 minutes. Till 9:30 we'll continue this session. After that we'll close. Sorry, I can't hear your voice this up. I think you are on mute, I think, because
Manisha, you are not currently audible. Please check your mic settings.
Is it all right now?
yeah, Manisha, yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So actually, I think it's already time to wrap up the session because we are also running out of time. Like, if anybody is not having any kind of query.
Okay, sure.
Yes. So thank you so much for this session. And I believe our students have got the insights regarding how to just go on with the Azure certification stuffs and all. So in the next session, we'll be seeing the industry soft skill and trends, the session on this. So thank you so much for attending. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Abhishek, for handling the
yeah,
session.
thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
so thank
Manisha.
you. Have a nice.
Yeah, thank you, guys. And please, guys, in next session, please feel free to ask any kind of question. So that should be